and welcome back to my channel. I'm Leah Renee, and this is Drab to Fab Lifestyle, where we transform our lives from drab to fab. Today, as the title says, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me chit chat, and today's video is going to be jam-packed with the tea on divine femininity and self-worth. Okay, a lot of ladies have been DMing me on Instagram about how to maintain their self-worth, how to channel their inner goddess. Okay, so we're going to do a beat, okay, for those solo outings. I'm going to do a happy hour today, so I'm going to do a beat for that while talking to you guys about your self-worth and making sure that you are putting your best foot forward when you are presenting yourself to the world, honey. But not only that, for you. And when you look better, you always feel better, okay? So if you are interested in catching that tea, okay, grab you some tea, because I obviously can't have mine since I'm sitting on my vanity, okay? So drink yours for me. You know, we like this sweet iced tea, okay? So make sure you do that, or you can get you some hot tea, whatever floats your boat. But anyway, so go ahead and get your tea and stay tuned. I'm about to help y'all get beat. I'm going to put on my outfit as well, so you guys can see a little happy hour, classy dress, flowy look when you are going on those solo outings. So yes, stay tuned. I love you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell your friends to like and subscribe. And yeah, see you soon. Enjoy my new intro. Okay, it literally took me a whole day to complete it, but I am really pleased with the aesthetic. I hope y'all love it just as much as me. So anyway, I am going to be going over a few of the products that I received at BeautyCon. That is really why I wanted to do this video. It is not sponsored. However, the products that I received, baby, they was free 99 and bomb. Okay, so I want y'all to know like these products so that you can go out and get them. So again, this is not sponsored, but I want to help y'all. Okay, I used, to get this bone straight like this, I used the Wig Out, okay, and this is by Style Factor. I don't know if you guys can see. Wig Out, okay. This is the leave-in detangler. So I sprayed a little bit on this after I blow dried it as bone straight as possible. Then I sprayed some of this on there, and then I actually no, I lied. I sprayed some of this and then I blow dried it out, and then I flat ironed it. Sorry. And then after I flat ironed it, I took the hot comb and ran it through just a couple times just to get that final shine. And on the top, just for a luminous glow, I used hair repair oil. It's coconut and jojoba, okay? So, yes, that's what I use on that. So you guys have not seen my beat down in a very long time in terms of the order in which I do it. So I'm going to really quick run over the order, because once I start talking about this divine femininity, okay, I'm not going to really talk too much. I'm going to probably you know, interject every now and then when I see some products that I'm using that I want to share with you guys, okay? But overall, you're just going to have to catch the tea as it comes by you, okay? So anyway, so basically how I have started my new routine is I prime my face with some serum, then I use some primer, okay? The serum I'm going to be using today is going to be from Sue. It's Fresh Tangerine. Now, I also previously used the gold. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I use their gold peel off mask. Okay, that's what I use before, and you can do a mask about 2 to 3 days a week. That's how, if you can see, I really have barely any blemishes on my face before makeup. Okay, so I use that. Okay, and then I'm going to put this serum, and then I have some correcting primer from here. Okay, that's what I'm going to be using for the base of my face. Then I'm going to do my brows. Okay, and for my brows, I normally use Anastasia brow pomade. However, I had run out, and I live in an area where there's not hair stores, so I had to get something that sufficed. So I had to get Nika K. Okay, and Nika K has sufficed. Okay, so yes, it's another brow pomade. Okay, and yeah, so I use that, and then the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this by Pure. This is the Festival palette, and I haven't decided what colors I'm going to use, but look how bomb those colors are. Okay, I'm going to be using those colors. But yeah, I'm going to be using those colors. Okay, and I'm also going to be using this palette. Now, this is an old ass palette, so I'm not going to really go over it, but it has some of my favorite like colors, the bomb. For my highlight, I'm going to be also using Pure. Okay, as y'all can see, I really like them right now. They need to go ahead and holler at your girl, tab Pure on here, because I really, really love all their products. Okay, so yes, I am going to be using this for my highlights, and obviously I'm going to be using LA Pro's concealer. And foundation wise, I don't really have a fancy foundation right now. So yeah, in terms of my lashes, I'm probably either, if I don't have any, I don't know if I have any lash glue, guys. It's absolutely insane, but I wear lashes literally every day. So if not, I'm just going to be packing on the mascara. And as a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I have a lash line, but I want to put them on correctly, and I don't have the lash glue that I enjoy. So I'm going to show you another one of Pure products and show you how bomb my lash is about to turn out even without lashes. So I'm going to be using the Pure Fully Charged. Okay, so on my lips, I'm going to do a regular liner, just a brown liner with this Bare Minimals, and it is the color Hemp Matte. Okay, now this is like my everyday, since this is daytime, you don't want to go too out. Like you don't want to look like a freaking, like, you just don't want to look special. Okay, now I know special is relative, but you know, make your own discretion. You don't want to look like a clown at the daytime at the bar, basically. Okay, now if that's what you desire to do, more power to you, boo. But on this channel, we are talking about living the affluent life, and we are talking about class. So do you, boo? Click somewhere else. Okay, this is by no means to talk about anybody's lifestyle choices. Okay, disclaimer out there, because y'all know people is crazy. Okay, so anyway, so yes, I'm about to get to the beat while I talk to y'all about a little defined femininity. Okay. All right, so babies, y'all know I like to throw out first off, we're gonna clip up our hair. You know, I like to throw out the definitions before I get into, you know, my opinion, because opinions should be based on facts. So yes, that's what we're gonna do first. So what is divine femininity? Now, as you know, women and men, we both have feminine qualities as well as masculine qualities. Okay, now with that being said, the man can have more feminine qualities. That's how you get into, you know, preferences and things of that nature. But we're not here talking about that. We're not talking about that. What we're talking about is divine femininity. So when you are a woman, there are things that are instilled upon you that is just, you know, you can tap into. Now, you don't have to, but you can tap into it. These are gifts, okay? So when it comes to me in my life, I like to be a very classy, feminine woman. I like to stand out. I like to give the people something to look at because I like looking at them. That's like honest. So why would one want to, present their divine femininity? Honestly, most of the time, it is so that you can, dominate the situation. Because a lot of times, when people look at women, they anticipate us to not be smart. So if you initially, you're sweet when you come at it, you're not so aggressive, you may be able to get past some of those barriers. Now, true enough, people may say, why would you want to change yourself or water down yourself for somebody else? Now, that is all fine and dandy. However, at the end of the day, when it comes to the universe and breaking into certain things, you have to understand that there are games that you have to play correctly. And if you're going to succeed at playing them correctly, you have to acclimate without changing who you are, if that makes sense. So, you see something and you're like, okay, I can, maneuver my way around this in this way. Okay? So, we're coming through. We're coming through. So, yes, I like to have full lashes, okay? And if you can see, I like to brush the hair because it makes it look a little more natural, okay? But anyway, so when it comes to divine femininity, you want to make sure that you are consistently just presenting a lady, okay? If you present a lady, there's a lot of things that can just happen, So, and honestly, you're as a woman, it's sometimes shitty, but you're taken a lot more seriously, So that's why you would want to exhibit divine femininity, and express divine femininity. Not only that, it makes you feel good. Like when you get your hair done or when you beat your face, you feel good. Girl, I know you feel good. You want to make it seem like it's not a man's world no more and all of this. And yeah, girls support girls. We do. However, baby, understand, rules are still going to be rules. Creators still made rules. And at the end of the day, if they weren't rules, societies on top of societies wouldn't oblige by them. Now, I'm all for breaking the rules. I know that sounds crazy. I'm all for breaking the rules when that makes sense. You don't just be breaking rules just to say you breaking rules. Some rules are in place because they need to be, So, in my opinion, this is my opinion, women should exhibit femininity. And like I said, it's for themselves. It's an extra bonus to have other people see it, but it's all about how you feel, and I don't know any woman in the world, regardless of what kind of woman she is, who doesn't like to get dressed and be fine. I mean, come on now. We want to be fine. So, I mean, if you don't want to be fine, you want to click this video. So clearly you want to be fine too. So, yeah. As y'all can see, I ordinarily would have probably put that on first. But for some reason lately, like, I don't know. At least I didn't get it too late. Anyway, so, yeah. That's the purpose. That's why. All right. So, let's get into how you channel your divine femininity. How you do it. Now, I've already pre-wet this. Okay. So, how you do it is, first off, you decide what kind of woman you want to present. Okay. That's number one. Okay. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not for the, the necessary, like, how do I say this? I'm more for the classy, look, but some people aren't. And with that being said, that's them channeling their divine femininity in that way because they are owning it. So that's another way. Being a female and owning it, okay? Own it. Own it. Like, own it. Own that you are a boss. Like, there are so many things that women, we are able to do, and we have to make sure that we on top, okay? So this divine femininity is not just one-sided. So identify what kind of woman. Now, if y'all taking notes, this is number one. Identify what kind of woman you want to present. How do you want your divine femininity to be expressed? Okay? So once you identify that, then you master that. And after you master that, then you practice it. So mastering it, you research how this certain woman presents herself. You start reading and watching and hearing, and basically you're becoming who you identified. This is a part of the whole manifestation that we're doing. The divine femininity, all of this works together, okay? So you start identifying, what qualities are presented in this particular person. So then, as you start to identify, when you go out or when you take pictures or when you start to maneuver, you realize, hey, I am that. I am becoming that. So it's more so of a confidence. It's a way of life. It's a vibe, It's definitely a vibe. Like, it's a vibe that you just exude. When you are that one, you are that woman. So that's another major thing is make sure that after you identify what type of woman, you become that woman, okay? Now, you don't want to necessarily replicate somebody so much that you've lost who you are to the core. This is all for manifesting the better you, okay, in terms of your femininity. However, it is okay to use people or things or books or, certain things as a guide, okay? So that's that. What else was I going to tell you guys? Self-worth, okay. In terms of self-worth and divine femininity, once you got the divine femininity and you've presented, this woman that is about her, like she's the bomb, like she's presented that. We see it, we know it, okay? The people see it. But how does one remain having that self-worth? Because a lot of times what happens is when you begin to exude a woman that is of class or of standard, right? Sometimes you're getting so much attention that you don't know how to differentiate between which attention is for you. And so you begin to lower your self-worth because you're just hanging out and just doing too much because you've transferred your life from draft to fat, but you've forgotten that the mission was to be a part of an affluent lifestyle, okay? Now, with that being said, you want to maintain exclusivity, okay? Somebody who is at the club every week ain't exclusive, okay? Why would, if you were a model, why would that club or that promoter or anything of that nature want to book you if you're at the club already? Why would that man want to wife you if he goes to your Instagram page and every week, I don't know who's texting me. I must be cool today. What was I saying? So yeah, why would he want to, wife you or even just make you his girlfriend? Sorry, yeah, I'm running out of my good stuff, but that's okay. I got a brush for that. But why would he want to make you his girl if all he see you doing while you on the gram is parlaying at the club? So, I mean, there's some guys who like party promoters and things of that nature, but the affluent man is not going to want that, okay? It's not. Not. It's just not going to happen. So, moving right along, make sure your exclusivity clause with yourself is one that makes sense. And it exhibits a woman of class and prestige, okay? So that's that. In terms of hold on, let me get this right. Let me get this right. Now, as you guys can see, the corrector is still, you're still seeing it a little bit. That's why after I put my highlighter on here, it's gonna blend it in. It's gonna be wild, okay? Yeah, go see. I really got like my face down past there. And on my frontal, I'm going to freaking I'm gonna fix that up too. Okay. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So in terms of the exclusivity, make sure you're just not everywhere, okay, and doing everything, or people sliding your DMs and you responding to every DM. You ain't gotta do that, because then you're not channeling divine femininity. You're channeling something else. And to each his own, do what you want to do, but you just want to channel alerte. Okay, that's what we're doing, channeling lady vibes. Okay? Self-worth. Oh, okay. Now, I did a post about this a couple weeks, or maybe a couple of months ago, about self-worth, and I'm going to basically read some of those things off of there in case you guys aren't following me, because this part is very, very important in terms of like self-worth, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and read some of those off because you ladies are so bomb, okay? But you guys let men take their power as the masculine man and dominate you so much that you've lost your identity and you've lost your femininity and lost who you were before you met him. And the whole point is to continue to be you and continue to engage in that femininity, cook dinner for him when he comes home, look nice, just think about certain things. How do you want to feel? You want to feel special continuously when you're in a relationship. So why not think about him a little more and be a little more feminine, Just, you don't have to go above and beyond all the time, but girl, why you gotta wear a t-shirt every night? Why you can't go get you a nightgown or something? Girl, y'all got to do more better. Then you could be mad. You be mad because these men go out in the world and find other women that channeling their divine femininity, the same ones, the same way you did when he got you. Y'all just be so confusing. It be so confusing to me how y'all really just be like, now don't get me wrong, some men just ain't shit. But some women, like, come on now, we got to really look at it like, you got to identify in order to win, to beat the game. Sometimes you got to play the game, okay? Sometimes you got to play the game. I can remember sometimes my mama would, girl, we just do this real quick. And true enough, it's just like, at the end of the day, like, sometimes you have to, like, I used to be mad why I gotta cook for my daddy. Like, why? Just do this real quick, And as I grew older, I started to realize that just makes a man feel so much more like a man. And it's weird. It's just really weird. But the whole purpose of wanting a man is that manliness, okay? So you can't want to be a dominant woman all the dang on time and then get mad, okay? It don't work like that. So choose what you're going to do, okay? So while that bake a little bit, okay? While that bakes a little bit. All right, ways to improve your self-worth. Meditation and chakra balancing, okay? If you don't know, I do sell crystals, help you guys to balance your chakras. Very, very important, okay? Knowing what you like and what you don't like. I'm going to go ahead and start this hair a little bit, okay? Because it's like slipping. Okay, so when it slips like this, we're going to take some Got To Be. Okay, to secure my lace front, I use the Walker tape because it holds the most, but it's time to go ahead and wash this one again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a little of this Got To Be right here. Okay. Because while that is going, I could go ahead and do some other stuff. Okay, so yeah, back to what I was saying. Sorry, girls. So, and guys, who's ever here, knowing what you like and don't like, okay, that is very important. Sometimes we go ahead and just like change our minds on what we don't like or don't like because we're trying to get approval, we're trying to just fit in or whatever. No, okay, channel what you like, what you know in your hearts and heart sights, and that goes by identifying what kind of woman you want to be and what you got to do to be her. Okay, so knowing what you don't and don't like, knowing what you need to let go and don't let go of. Okay, and then this is important. Now, a lot of times some people can know what they like and don't like, yet they still gonna take it. Now, what is the definition of insanity? Okay, so to get different results, you got to do different stuff. Okay, you got to. So, make sure you, after you identify, make sure that you don't accept anything less than that, okay? Now, having a sense of direction, knowing what you want out of this thing called life. Now, once you identify what you want and how you want to present yourself, also the greatest thing ever is for a woman to know what she wants out of life. Like, know what you want out of life. Okay, surround yourself with people who are doing something which makes you want to better yourself. Okay, hang out with females that are bossed up, that that make you want to boss up even more. Like, you're learning from these women. Like, these women are your go-to for inspiration. Like-minded people hang out with each other. Okay, try that. Okay. All right, guys, so I wanted you guys to see how I looked with the makeup on and the hair complete. Okay, this is for a little daytime happy hour. Okay, I'm going to get up here in a minute. I'm going to go off camera and then go back on camera so you guys can see the full outfit. But this is the beats, okay? Get into it. Okay. All right, so in terms of the outfit, okay, I am wearing my Never Full bag. It's the daytime, so those big bags that we love, we can wear during the daytime. I have on some nude pumps here, open toe for the summertime, and a wrap dress, okay? Wrap dress for fun, okay? And all together, this is what I look like, okay? As you guys can see, my little vision board in the back. But this is the final look. Happy hour.
Intuition is sexual.